All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line, with the Houston Texans. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Check. Green 80.
On the ground, this is TJ Yeldon. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert. Check. Green 80.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, 3rd most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete to open things up. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville. Hopkins should see a lot of targets, but he might be in for a battle this afternoon. He's got Jalen Ramsey assigned to shadow him across the field, and the early returns on Ramsey show he's not a guy to be taken lightly.
Not at all, and I think what really helps motivate him and fuel him, when he came out of college, a good number of people thought he had to play safety because of his size. He wanted to prove that he could be an elite corner, and he's done that already in a short amount of time.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
From the gun on third, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Green 80.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Run!
No one ran the ball more than the Jaguars in 2017, and we could very well see another carry here on 3rd and short.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So that'll back them up 5. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Watson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's got room.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the 50, it's Watson, and that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Bortles now on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Bortles going deep for Moncrief. And got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Green 80. Green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Green 80. Green 80.
Again, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 80. Green 80.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cole. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 80. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw is Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Down. Move it.
Here's Watson now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Bortles now to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Bortles to throw once more. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles again. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Keke Coutee complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Coutee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Down! Blue lady! Blue lady!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Black 22! Black 22!
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey! Black 22!
Throwing again is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Watson on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Watson on second down, underneath for Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. One last throw here for Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.